So hello, everybody. Welcome to the grand campaign. Yes, it continues today. We're now into Victoria 2. I'm hoping everything is working as I have intended it to work. I've done a little bit of play testing, but there is always going to be a little bit of jank, right? But like we got to expect jank. Also, I realized I accidentally hit my microphone volume, so there we go. That should be where I want it to be. So there's going to be a little bit of jank. I know there's going to be a little bit of jank. We are just going to make sure we always have our province ID stuff open and our we're gonna do some console commands because the Victoria 2 transition does not work as nicely as the CK3 to EU4 transition, just due to the way that cores work. It can be a little bit of a pain. So the biggest differences that I've made is that Persia, we had to take away a lot of their stuff that was kind of landlocked in here. Gave that to Syria, Armenia, and a little bit to Fars. I annexed most people's puppet states. I did break apart Euroland and Ethiopia, adding in a few more countries in Africa, which I think is going to be better for once we actually get our way into colonization of Africa, which is going to be in like 50-ish years from now. Aside from that, I haven't made any major changes. I did take away some of India's colonies in North America, gave that to the Japanese, Mexico, or to France, as well as getting rid of some colonies over here, but they still have Australia. I did give a few colonies over here to the French and the Dutch, seeing if maybe they would compete over Indonesia. And aside from that, I mean, I gave France a little bit of territory in Africa. I know I gave Brittany a little bit of territory in Africa. And, you know, we've released some of these countries, and Quebec is here. And I've renamed some of these places as well, but that's a story for something we don't need to get into right now. But we're going to play as Italy. Good old-fashioned Italy. So we have cores over, basically the entirety of the Italian peninsula. We're allied to Croatia, Brittany, Savoy, and Brunswick in the north. I do know that for some reason our entire army is just in Africa, and I don't know if I could tell you why our entire army is just in Africa, but they are. I think same with like our entire navy is also in Africa. Like, where are you guys going? I think everybody's going to go meet, and I'm happy with that. Castile wants an alliance. I can tell you right now, Castile, I don't think it's worth it. Do you have any units? No, you do not. You have literally no troops. There are a few wars starting. We got a war for Chinese unification. We got the West Francian War for Hesse and Hesse. The Polish-Lithuanian liberation of Saxony. Well, a lot of great names for wars here going on. So, I do want to turn off some of these things that are here. Turn off the option menu. Turn off post-colonization. I don't think that makes any sense for us here. I was like, actually, I want to make sure if I did set this correctly. Unlock crisis from the start. I think that actually is going to be kind of important for what we need to get done here. When it comes to maybe breaking up France or Poland, Lithuania, Finland. Because some of these countries are just absolute freaking monsters. Absolute beast. Like Poland right now has an army of 128 divisions. France at 132. Finland's at 46. Not a little bit less impressive. Ming are at 76. Like, they're pretty strong. We right now are in 4th place with 78 points. Brittany's ahead of us, followed by France and Poland. Of course, like, other than France, like, Poland's, so much of their score just comes from their army. They have such a large army that it's like, they should be in 1st place because they're absolutely terrifying. I will say the industry scores are not super impressive. I mean, Poland does have the biggest economy, but I'm pretty sure they're also by far the biggest. They're actually not that much more populous than France, but France also has their colonial holdings that you have to be aware of as well. So, again, we're going to get our units over to Poland. Always seems to be an absolute unit in mega campaigns. Either they're a unit or they get destroyed immediately. I don't think there's any in between. We want to go for railroads, I think, right away, because I think, I mean, military points would be good as well. We will have to reorganize our army, because I'm pretty sure it's probably hot garbage. Fine, split. And you, Croatia, you are at war with Karngian, which is you. Get that war with Bohemia, and with Hanover. I will join that war. I realize now that I don't actually have any troops in Italy. So we need to get these guys over there as quickly as we possibly can. Bring these units over. And welcome to Victoria too. I will keep playing with Italy. I do like how it gives you the option to just observe, which is nice. We have 16, 13, 26. I think that should be enough transports for us to get our units over to Italy. And carry 14 and 26. Actually, can I bring my entire army over there? Not you, you. Yes. I'm gonna bring you over towards the north, because of course we have our own cores. We got cores on Urbino, we got cores on the Papal States. Also, it's March, and I realized, hey, we probably want to be, one, open and subsidize all of our factories. I'm gonna throw money at all of these factories here. And also, how have I done all these things incorrectly? So I want to probably go... We actually can't get craftsmen. Because there's unemployed craftsmen. There's actually a lot of unemployed craftsmen. We could have up to 81 divisions, which is pretty good. We can build a lot more naval units, which I don't think is really going to be necessary right now. So what do I actually want to nationally focus? I mean, what are we? Right now, we are an absolute monarchy. We stay capitalist, protectionist, residency, moralism. And basically, like, what you would expect. We do actually have voting, so we're a very strange absolute monarchy that has an election. I'm assuming we're probably going to turn into a semi-constitutional monarchy in a moment. So what I might actually want to do is I think we're going to spend... probably intellectuals, right? Our two most populated... How many intellectuals do we have here? 1%? No, I think you went up to 4% for proper literacy rate. We're at 29.2, which is not terrible for the game start. But getting some intellectuals would always be nice. Quebec across Thra. We now have some divisions. So who do we have cores on? We've got cores on France. I mean, yeah, can we go to war with France? I'm going to go and say no for at least the time being. Maybe after we completely unify. How about you? You're allied with Bavaria, Hungary. But Bavaria is already in a large German war. So I don't know if anybody could, what about you? You're allied to me. Actually, I want to be getting influence with you. I want to get influence with two Sicilies, and I want to get influence with Savoy. They're all Italian. So I believe they should all, give it enough time, join up with or just join Italy. Naval units, move your way down to, where are you going? You're going to Tunis? Yeah, move your way down to Tunis for now. We're spending everything here. Cut military, or cut naval spending. Increase tariffs. Increase taxes across the board. And I think other than that, you should be okay. I don't know how it's projecting we're going to be spending 10,000 pounds. Where are these 10,000 pounds coming from? Artillery, canned food, machine... Okay, it's for the factories that we're building. Which at least makes sense. I mean, we're getting our sphere of influence here very, very quickly. We're going to throw you into the army, or into the navy. Send you up north. Holy sites. Galray. Galray, I'm assuming you're in the north. But no, Galray is... you. Yeah, you're Galray. So send you up there. Roman Republic, we will get you up to... Oh, we're already at Cordial. Who are we cordial with? We're cordial also with Swabia. Swabia is... you. Are you Italian? You're South-German. But I mean, I guess I wouldn't mind just spending points if... just put out one. Just a little bit, nothing too crazy. Swabia is not of a high priority for us, I would say. I'm going to send you down south and declare war for restore order. Move you into the country. So we're now at war with... Bavaria actually said no to their alliance. We are at war with the Hungarians. Wait, I have an army in Hungary already. Okay, where are my armies? You're here, you're there. You're moving your way to go take that area. I forgot that this blue line does mean, hey, there's a big mountain in the way. Can't cross that shit. But, yeah, apparently we just have an army in Hungary already. Where is your capital? It's down here in Romania. Not really too sure why. How many troops do you guys have? 8 divisions? I mean, I wouldn't mind calling you into this. We're allied with Croatia. They would not accept. Okay, so never mind then. Okay, Elisas, which is you. I mean, like, I just don't think you're like a good alliance member, right? Like, you kind of suck. We do know that France has cores over this area in Brittany, and we are allied with Brittany. And so, you know what? I'm going to say no to the whole... I'm just going to say no to Brittany, honestly. We're going to break the alliance with them. My main reason for breaking the alliance with Brittany is because I don't want to get dragged into a war with France that I have a feeling that I will almost certainly lose. Where the hell did these guys come from? Don't build this boat. I don't think that boat is of the utmost importance. Keep on funding our factories here. And once experimental railroad's done, of course, you want to be building railroads throughout the entirety of the country. And I need to upgrade all of my factories here. To also show empty states. We do have a lot of empty states. We could start building a lot more factories. South Tyrol. Thank you for agreeing to be annexed. Hungary. I mean, Hungary, there's not a reason for you to stay in this war. As far as I'm concerned, you still would not accept. Do you have any territorial claims on Hungary? You do not. The Croatia is probably just going to stay out of the war, unfortunately. To Sicily's. Wait, are you guys already at... No, we're neutral with you. I thought we'd be at least a little bit higher. My room is also it's a little bit hot, so I'm just going to turn on my fan ever so slightly. Something like that seems good. Something like that should be completely okay. So, I unplugged my headphones. Oh, maybe. Yeah, I did. There we go. Okay, so South Tyrol has been annexed. Who else has we, of course, on? I mean, it's mostly just the people we're trying to sphere right now. Urbino? Of course, they are in the Croatian sphere of influence. Croatia is currently in 5th place. I do think we have to go to war with Croatia at some point. Oh, hey, gold! Hell yeah. I think our entire army just got stack wiped. Okay, Hungary. I don't think there is a reason for us to be at war anymore. Right? Like, maybe it's just me. I've already, okay, we're now a semi-constitutional monarchy. I don't think there's a reason for us to be at war. I'm willing to let you guys exist. Does anybody have claims on you? my answer seems to be no. You're now up to 36. Is there anything I could have done against you? Humiliate, make puppets. I don't know what the likeliness of Hungary ever becoming great powers. Like, who's in the great power list? Somehow the Byzantines are, but I have a feeling that's not accurate. Georgia, Thessalonica, and Bavaria should be the ones in this position. They'll be there in a little bit of time. Probably by the end of the year, I would have to take a guess. So you're at 53. Swabia, I'm going to say no to you for a moment. I don't think we need to get the points in Swabia. At least not right now. If we can wait... Okay, we're accepting more cultures. Very happy to see that. What do we accept? We accept South Italian, North Italian, and Guiscard. I don't know what the hell Guiscard is. And Lübeck's at war. I'm assuming they're at war with Finland? No. They're at war with Poland. Why are you at war with Poland? Poland is a little bit scary. Just slightly scary. Why are you at war? Poland wants Lubeckian, which is this territory towards the south. You know, I'm going to say no to that right now because, again, Poland is absolutely terrifying. I know, you know, we're being a coward here. However, I think that being a coward is going to save our life. I don't want to get my entire armies wiped out due to either the French or due to the Polish. We don't need to get ourselves involved with that nonsense. Thessalonica. Do you want to be an ally? You don't like me enough. But you know what? How many troops do you have? 28 divisions? France would not accept. Too many great power allies. Who are you're allied to? No, we're allied to Croatia. Okay, fair enough. We're not gonna get any big allies. What about Bavaria? They hate me. And they're also a great power. Thessalonica, Bavaria. The Dutch are in here. I thought it said Georgia was gonna be a great power as well. But I think they got replaced by the Dutch at the last moment. Yes. So the Dutch, Bavaria, Thessalonica. I mean, they all make sense actually being great powers. And we're at war with you. Actually, I think most people say no to any alliances just because, again, we are at war. And the AI doesn't want to join ongoing wars typically. No, Italy's actually remained fairly small since CK3. They haven't grown too much. We will add you to my sphere. Welcome, Rome. So at some point, if I'm not mistaken, they should end up wanting to join into our country. Because again, they are Italian. I'm Italy. It makes sense that they're going to offer to give petition for annexation at some point. Again, I don't know when that would be. But it's going to happen at some point. I'll move my units over here. We're going to get... What's your supply limit? 40? So 52. We're going to make you the rally point. Just stay in Modena for now. And we're going to make some basic infantry. Or some basic armies. 1, 2, 3, 4... What's the good army? It's a 4-1-4? I don't remember the exact army composition. It's actually been a while since we played Victoria 2. I actually don't remember the last time we played Victoria 2. But railroads are done. So let us build railroads throughout Italy. Build some over here. Build some down here. Build them in our African holdings as well. Colonies out the wazoo. And Two Sicilies, that's not joining our... That's going with the friendly. I mean, I think Two Sicilies is close to joining our country. Hopefully, close to joining our sphere. Ideological thought for an extra political national focus wouldn't be bad. I don't know. What decisions do we actually have as Italy? The law of guarantees. We need to own Rome. I believe that just makes Rome our capital. The Danish Straits. Again, with the converter, it does put it through into HPM. So we have all the HPM decisions and events that should be with a normal game as well. South Istria. I think that's like the coast of the Adriatic. No, never mind. That's this one. Mass politics, jingoist, absolute monarchy, or... Does it need to be all of them? Yes. Sahara frontier. We can't do anything there. Violate Swiss neutrality. Does Switzerland exist? They do. They're just hanging out here, not really doing anything too crazy. They're one province. So I think we actually don't have a single naval tech, huh? Just go for military staff. Let's at least get our basic technologies here. Actually, can I build infrastructure in any of my... No, I was gonna say, anybody on our neighbors that we want to sphere, can we put any points into them? The answer seems to be no. Finland, cordial with the Polish. Are they allied with Poland? No, they actually got some cores on Poland. We might see them do something in the future. I'm not too sure. Georgia, apparently they have expanded. Good for you, Georgia. Taking a little bit of territory out of the Tugliks. I know somebody in my comments, they suggested to me, like, hey, can you add Tataria back into the game? And the answer is yes. The Tugliks are able to form Tataria. I don't know if they're actually going to be able to get it done, but it is theoretically possible that the old Empire Tataria does eventually rise up into greatness. Again, I just don't know if it's actually going to happen or not. Are we winning this war? Technically we're at 0%. What's our war about with Hanover, Bohemia? And I'm not too concerned with that for now. Is anybody else trying to get these guys? Answer seems to be basically no, which, I mean, I understand. I wouldn't want to either. What about Algeria? Right now, the cordial with France. Again, all of the old events in HPM are still here. So if you add anybody in Africa into your sphere of influence, and then the rush for Africa begins, as far as I'm aware, that should have them be annexed when the rush for Africa actually begins. I'm almost certain that that's still the case. What do we make? We have no small arms and no artillery. I mean, I'll buy it up. But assuming probably there might just be like a world shortage of artillery.